say hello to part 3 of the Lolcow Iceberg.
The woman!
What? No, wait.
Sneako.
We love women. We love women.
But not like transgenders.
Forget the girl that you groped, so you clearly have a history where you're going
You psychopath!
Send me to Canada! Wow!
I want a girlfriend. I always park in disabled bays. I'm not a bad person, but I'm a quick person. Last time I took one of these spaces, someone goes, "Excuse me, are you disabled?" And I replied, "I'm actually."
Tics and Roses. Tics and Roses was an account run by an individual who calls themselves Emerald. Emerald is a non-binary, queer online entrepreneur who faked a neurological disorder in order to boost their online business and draw attention to themselves. Emerald started a TikTok account under the name of Tics and Roses. This account was mainly centered around Emerald's struggle with the neurological disorder Tourette's and how it plays into her life and her online business. If you don't know what Tourette's is, I'll provide a simple explanation. Tourette syndrome is a neurological disorder that is characterized by causing people to have tics, which are sudden, involuntary, and repetitive movements or sounds. This is a terrible disorder to have. The psychological and physical stress and pain it puts on people is no joke, which is why Emerald was so hated and despised online. People hated the fact that they faked this disorder. But how does everyone know Emerald faked it? The first doubts people had were Emerald's extremely exaggerated and quirky tics. For example, in these videos, Emerald goes through daily tasks and shows how their quote-unquote Tourette's affects them.
And I wanted to talk a little bit about wow. I wanted to talk wow. I wanted to talk a little bit about wow. Never mind.
Some for the stove. It's too hot. Some for the counter. Oh god. Beans. Jump into hell. Oh god. Oh, it's in my hair. It's what the hell? Oh no. Wow.
That wasn't a bad start.
Whoa.
Not only were these videos extremely aggravating, they were also suspicious. Nobody with real Tourette's has these comical tics and then laughs about it. If I was a woman who couldn't do makeup without drawing on myself or blowing powder all over myself, I wouldn't be very happy and I wouldn't be laughing. But Emerald's true intentions with this disorder would be apparent with these next 2 videos.
Wow. Eat the burrito. No. One for you. Woo. You. Mine.
Many people began to speculate that faking this disorder was Emerald's way of promoting their yarn dyeing business. This angered many people, and eventually led to a community being formed around trying to expose this person. The subreddit, named after their account, Tics and Roses, started a movement against her. This movement gathered enough attention to force Emerald to get a diagnosis from an actual psychologist. She released this diagnosis to the public, and as soon as she did it, it was picked apart and proven to be false. There were a few problems with this diagnosis. Certain illnesses, like PTSD, were listed multiple times. The logo is different from their official logo. A lot of the disorders were diagnosed wrong, etc. This destroyed Emerald's validity, and not only that, there were countless old videos where Emerald didn't tick at all, conveniently. Some validity would be returned to Emerald, however, when it was revealed that they have Huntington's disease, which is a horrifying disease that causes your brain to slowly decay. Some of the side effects of this disease include tics or quote-unquote involuntary movements, but they were never seen as legit proof that Emerald has Tourette's. The whole movement would eventually end when Emerald's younger sister would make a post explaining everything, which I'll read out for you now. Hi everyone, I recently found out about everything going on. I wanted to clear up some misconceptions and share my part. I am Emerald's sister, and we grew up together. Although we were raised non-denominational Christians, my mother, who is an amazing woman, and I have always been supportive of Emerald, and miss them dearly. We have always accepted them. They cut communication with us, and we have tried to reach out, but they no longer wish to have contact with us, and we haven't talked in years. I'm just commenting in hopes of clearing up misinformation. Also, my grandpa does have Huntington's. It's late onset, which means it doesn't show up until late in life. My grandpa is currently suffering from the side effects and is not doing well. It's very sad. My mother has it too, but is not yet showing symptoms, thankfully, and I have not been tested. Lastly, I don't believe Emerald has Tourette's syndrome, and they never showed any symptoms as a child. They are mentally ill though. I love my sister, always will, and I wish them the best, but I don't agree with what they have done. It's extremely disrespectful to fake a mental illness for any reason. I am extending my sincerest apology to everyone their actions have hurt, although I know it's not my apology to give. I do wish for Emerald's safety. All I ask is respect and privacy for my parents and grandparents. And if you don't believe me, I'm happy to answer any questions you all may have, as long as they are not disrespectful. This post would garner enough attention for Emerald to take notice. They would leave a comment saying, "My diagnosis that I have gotten in adulthood you cannot speak on, as we have had no contact, and do not blame my partners. You said that this has been hard for you, and that was never my intent. I started awareness because I never wanted anyone to be ashamed as I was. This visceral hatred has been hard for me. It's caused my children's school to be called because someone said lies, and they tried to take my children. They're afraid to go to school now. It's caused my car to be trashed. It's caused me to be spit on in public because I wanted to help people. The money I received, I donated. I volunteered with the Tourette Association of America. I did public outreach. I was interviewed for a person's thesis. I was interviewed for a podcast, but asked them not to air it out of concern for them. The messages I got from people saying that their child wasn't afraid to go to school anymore because of me changed my life. Or a woman saying her husband finally saw a neurologist and was getting help. I met friends who had the same experiences as me, who made me feel seen. Now I've closed down everything Tourette's related. I've given up. You all win, and I'm back where I started, living in shame of being different. Please, just leave me alone now." After this, Emerald deleted the TikTok account. They continued to run their yarn dyeing business, but never showed their face or any tics again.
TheWhiteBowser, or his real name, Earl Doobie, is a 30-year-old autistic man who lives in his mother's house in Shelby Township, Michigan. Earl was a YouTuber whose content revolved around My Little Pony AMVs. Earl was also friends with two YouTubers, Kiwi Tapes and Smokey MCC. Kiwi and Smokey are both Lolcow YouTubers. They had a Discord server that is now deleted. This server is where Earl would make his marks as a Lolcow. There was a number of controversial things that Earl said and did in this Discord server, including being homophobic and telling a veteran with severe depression to do something to himself that he shouldn't do. But what really cemented Earl's Lolcow status is when a server member asked Earl what type of content he enjoys on his alone time, and one of Earl's answers was Tawawa on a Monday, which is an anime about a very young girl with an unnatural enlarged chest getting preyed upon by a businessman. But this wasn't known until Earl was banned from the Discord server for the aforementioned remarks to the veteran. After he was banned in the server, a troll convinced him that Smokey was in a Lolcow content farm with Cyraxx and Cyraxx's biggest troll, Music Biz Marty. This for some reason caused Earl to call Smokey MCC a Sneako. This both angered Smokey and Kiwi Tapes, and this especially bugged Kiwi because Earl invited him to do a weekly podcast called Autism 110. Kiwi angered that Earl spewed these fake accusations against his best friend Smokey. Had people looked into Earl in his past? This is when the Chihuahua on a Monday incident was found, and not only that, but something very concerning regarding Bowser was also found. This post was about a story of when Earl touched his 17-year-old co-worker's chest. This was supposedly an accident, but after this, his boss conducted an investigation into him. It was found that most of his female co-workers were uncomfortable around him, which led to TheWhiteBowser getting fired from his job. All this information was revealed on their podcast, which Bowser broke down.
God doesn't like you. You will be remembered, not as a good man, but as someone who scares women, who scares people, who goes around and spreads his degeneracy without anyone wanting it. And I'm just going to emphasize it again. Chihuahua does say that I is 15. It emphasizes that she's in high school.
I mean, I looked at the wiki. I mean, it does say that.
Is that true, Bowser? Is Chihuahua 15?
Oh, I actually sent you the link to the wiki, Kiwi. So I figured that would help you out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to everyone in here, I believe, because I wanted to make sure that everyone was well aware of who they were talking to. And that girl, besides from her obnoxious breast, looks like a child. She looks like a 15-year-old. Her friends look like children. And you make comments about dreaming about turning into her is so interesting.
Are you done? Please.
I mean, she's just
No, I think
This caused a lot of back and forth between the two. Bowser kept blocking Smokey and Kiwi, or unblocking them because of trolls or being convinced to. These live streams brought a lot of attention to Bowser.
Can I just say one thing I wanted to add in here really quick? If this was such an accident, Bowser, why do you have a history of preying on women?
I don't.
Oh, you do, Bowser. In fact, you do. It's actually really well documented. There's a cosplayer. There's the Reddits that you've been ran out of. And let's not forget the girl that you groped. So you clearly have a history where you're going.
You psychopath!
He sent legal threats to both Smokey and Kiwi, which led people to discover his address and personal info. Because of his newly revealed address, many people sent things to his house in order to get a reaction from him, such as a clown that was instructed to livestream the entire event.
How you doing? Speak. No, go ahead and speak, sir.
Hey, happy birthday! I just wanted to say happy birthday. What?
She just closed and locked. She just closed and locked the door.
She locked the door?
She closed and locked the door.
That was Earl's mom that opened the door. Eventually, Bowser sent a final goodbye to Smokey and Kiwi, and then proceeding to block them for good. He attempted to get a new job involving special education, but that hope was quickly shot down when trolls sabotaged his job chances. When this happened, Earl announced that he was going quiet. He scheduled the deletion of his social media accounts, and plans on lurking in the dark forever, as the last laugh to the Lolcow community.
Lil Mar. Lil Mar is a wannabe rapper who is known for being a Sneako and eating his own Sigma juice. Mar used to be a pizza delivery driver. His first taste of online infamy came from this job as he made a video complaining that he doesn't get enough tips, then proclaiming that the next time he doesn't receive a tip, he'd take out his own and spray his icing all over the pizza. This video was shortly followed by an announcement that he was laid off by his job. This was only the tip of the iceberg. Mar's real infamy came from a certain video he posted on a website that has the word hub in it. In this video, Mar takes a McDonald's chicken sandwich and uses it as his hand. And let's just say he gave it some extra mayo. After he did, Mar proceeded to eat this salty chicken sandwich. However, I suspect he just swapped the used sandwich for a new one. These actions helped people peer inside the head of this individual, and while these actions were bad, they weren't illegal. For all we knew, this was just a really freaky Instagram user. These simple delusions were quickly shattered when Mar started doing some horrific things. One of these things that he's most known for is taking advantage of a homeless woman. Mar has a list, and every time he does the devil's tango with a lady, he adds a number onto the list. Mar's requirements to make this list are very simple. You just have to be a woman or a girl. Age, body type, cleanliness, none of that matters. If you have XX chromosomes, you are a candidate for that list. Mar has an obsession with filling up this list. So much so that he tricked a homeless woman into ending up on it by claiming that if she did, he would let her live with him. He picked her up in his car, and after it was done, he would drive to an abandoned house, walking her to the front door before acting like he forgot his keys in the car, running back and driving off.
Not really. Drive, Mar, drive. Drive.
Here we go. Woo! I really thought she was gonna be able to live with me.
This is an extremely abhorrent and disgusting thing to do to someone, and just goes to show how bad of a person Mar is. But it isn't the worst thing he's ever done. On Sunday, October 22nd at around 10 p.m., Lil Mar, real name Lil Mar Cruz, and his friend Randall Huff were arrested for sexual assault. Two girls were supposed to go on a double date with Mar and his friend. One of the girls backed out, leaving the other alone on this date. The lone girl met Randall and Mar at a Walmart parking lot, where they proceeded to assault her. The girl then went into the Walmart and informed some officers of what had just occurred. The officers then proceeded to arrest the two men. Unfortunately, they served very light sentences and were out after 4 months. This wasn't Mar's first or last interaction with an underage girl. He was caught multiple times meeting with underage girls, usually decoys. Nowadays, Mar became a truck driver after his rap career fell off. Cyraxx. Cyraxx, real name Chance, is an internet goblin based out of Akron, Ohio. He is 32 years old, lives in a basement, and makes a living off of being a lolcow. He began as an aspiring music creator. Chance believed that he was the next big thing. He had dreams of being an extremely famous and rich music artist, but was too lazy to actually put in the work for it. Chance dubbed the name Shadowblade and would begin plagiarizing music. He put his name out there to many record labels and would eventually get signed to one because the owner felt that bad for Chance. Cyraxx would repay this kind gesture by plagiarizing the owner's music, which is when he dubbed the name Cyraxx. Chance had something in common with many lolcows: his trolls. Many people would disguise themselves as record label owners, such as Music Biz Marty. Marty is Cyraxx's biggest troll, and at the beginning of his career, Marty successfully deceived Chance into believing that he was a record label owner and uncovered a lot of concerning information. But none of that information is as concerning as Cyraxx's appearance. He is disabled in some way, which is why he looks the way he does. Cyraxx's appearance would be the butt of a lot of jokes, which angered him deeply. And it wasn't very hard to anger him at all, since he is known for having a bad temper. Whenever Chance flips out, usually on livestream, he does things like curse people out, call people slurs, and take out his water hose. These actions get him banned on pretty much every platform, including Twitch, Kick, YouTube, etc. Because of this, Cyraxx has dubbed a new persona, Sneako Gamer, a cat-based VTuber model, which is how he spends his time nowadays. Andrew Tate. There is a common misconception that all lolcows are poor cave dwellers, and that you can't be wealthy and attractive as a lolcow. This is false. Andrew Tate is one of the most infamous men on the internet. However, he has fallen off massively. Andrew Tate is a 4-time kickboxing world champion turned online entrepreneur. He and his brother, Tristan Tate, were both great fighters, winning many championships. Unfortunately, kickboxing doesn't bring in many viewers. Andrew and Tristan really didn't make much money from their fighting skills, and as their many stories tell us, they were extremely broke. This was when they decided to start a business. They recruited young women to live with them and do video calls, certain kinds of video calls, with paying men. This business grew and earned them a lot of money. At one point, Andrew and Tristan became rich enough to live in a mansion and buy lavish things such as cars, jets, etc. This was when they decided to become online figures, particularly Andrew. His brother, Tristan, would mostly ride on Andrew's coattails. Andrew's style of content consisted of alpha male motivation and advice. He became a massive meme. His many popular catchphrases, such as Top G, Breathe Air, and What Color is Your Bugatti, were heard all over schools and boys' locker rooms. Many boys and young men decided to look at Andrew as a role model, whilst many women looked at Andrew as a manipulative misogynist. Eventually, Andrew Tate became a joke. He was not taken seriously anymore. Instead of being the rich, attractive alpha male he wanted to be, he was just seen as a massive meme. Andrew Tate was mostly forgotten before he was arrested on December 2022 for charges that include and the same thing that Bill Cosby did. This arrest brought Andrew into the public eye again, as at this point he was mostly forgotten. However, shortly after his arrest, he faded away into obscurity again. He is out now, and has failed to be the person he was before, opting to be a crypto scammer instead. Amberlynn Reid. Amberlynn is one of the most controversial lolcows on the internet. There is so much misinformation about her circulating online. This is mostly because Amber loves lying, so I'll be forced to provide some very basic info. Amber is a 34-year-old quote-unquote weight loss influencer. She started her YouTube channel a decade ago to document her weight loss journey. However, over the span of these 10 years, she has gained around 250 pounds. Amber grew up in a very abusive household, bouncing around foster homes for a few years. When she was around 19, she went to visit an online girlfriend, which is when her grandma informed her that she is not welcome back to her home. Her online girlfriend, who has now transitioned to male and taken the name Casey, decided to take in Amber with the help of his parents. Amber was reportedly very abusive in this relationship, constantly abusing Casey and arguing with their mother. Amber was also cheating on Casey with an individual named Crystal. Crystal was another online girlfriend. While Amber was dating Casey, she was sliding in Crystal's DMs on the side. According to Casey, Amber treated Crystal horribly, forcing her to buy things, for example, an iPod Touch, and then verbally abusing her to the point where she starts crying, just because the iPod Touch that she got for free didn't have the right amount of storage. Eventually, Crystal would pay for Amber to move in with her, and after a while, broke it off with her due to Amber's horrible behavior. Amber then dated another girl online who she moved in with. This woman is named Destiny. Destiny would be one of Amber's countless romantic conquests. After this, Amber dated Becky, Erica, Tommy, Wifey, and countless more. While Amber was dating these women, she was running her YouTube channel documenting her weight loss. Since starting her weight loss journey, she has gained between 200 and 300 pounds. You might be wondering, how do you gain so much weight while attempting to lose it? Well, for Amber, it's her binge eating habits. Amber has a binge eating disorder. She can diet for a whole week, but as soon as she puts something tasty and unhealthy in her gullet, she can't stop, which is the reason she looks the way she does. But her binge eating isn't the sole reason she's a lolcow. There are many other reasons, including her many controversies. The most notable one revolves around Amber's aforementioned girlfriend, Casey. See, one day, Amberlynn made a storytime mukbang video. In this video, she details her time living with Casey, and she makes some wild accusations towards her, claiming he Chris Browned her, verbally abused her, and Deshaun Watsoned her. Casey was shown this video and was extremely offended, rushing to make a response video where he completely takes apart Amber and her claims, which led to her deleting the video. Another reason for Amber's lolcow status is she gets passed around like a basketball at an NBA game. Amber is known for dating many women, from as short as under a week to as long as years. Her most recent relationship shows the exactly the kind of romantic partner and person Amberlynn is. For example, one woman named Erica messaged Amber as a joke, as Erica and her wife have hate-watched Amber for years. In an unbelievable turn of events, Erica fell in love with Amber. They online dated for a few months before they were found out and drama ensued. Her next relationship would be with a woman named Tommy. Tommy is what's known as a feeder. A feeder is someone who derives pleasure from making their partner gain a massive amount of weight. In fact, Tommy's previous wife actually passed because of Tommy's feederism. Amber chose to ignore this, and as of now, she is still with Tommy. Sneako. I'm not going to waste too much of my breath on this clown, so I'll make this quick. Sneako is a right-wing content creator who is known for his extreme viewpoints. He got famous for being a regular streamer, and he seemed like a genuine person during the beginning of his career. However, like many other streamers, Sneako only cared about the money, and what got him money was saying outlandish things on stream. He began adopting a red-pilled alpha male persona. So, he believed that women should be subservient to men, they belonged in the kitchen, etc., etc. And not only that, he spread a very homophobic rhetoric. Sneako doesn't believe any of this. There was an incident where some kids came up to him while he was live streaming and started spewing the hateful rhetoric that Sneako spreads. Sneako looks visibly surprised and shaken and tries to sway their words to no avail.
The woman!
What?
Sorry.
No, wait. We love women. We love women. We love women.
But not like transgenders.
Yes, sir. We love
Hey.
No.
All gays.
Yeah, merch. Preach. What have I done?
Sneako has fallen off massively since then. He did make a spark on the internet recently after a few more desperate attempts to go viral. For example, the most notable one was him claiming that the age of consent, 18, is too high. This sparked a very big online conflict. However, it was quickly resolved and Sneako faded into obscurity again. Neon. Neon, like Sneako, is a rage bait streamer, so I will also not waste too much of my breath on him. Neon got famous due to Aiden Ross. People saw him as a funny, weird-looking Indian kid, but before this, he was consistently uploading NBA 2K videos for about 3 years. Neon clickbaited a lot in his videos, before and after he got viral, including saying that he had 6 days to live, and previously saying he had 3.5 days to live, etc. After Neon blew up, he started live streaming. His live streams would contain a lot of crazy and controversial moments. He started a lot of fights, usually cowering behind his friends and bodyguards when they happen. He loves taunting people and shouting obscene things. He also loves making people upset on purpose, just so his content would be interesting. For example, he went to Disney World and was extremely rude, recording where he shouldn't, disobeying the Disney staff, etc. While the staff left him alone to discuss what to do with him, he turned excitedly to the camera and started boasting about how good this would be for content. Thankfully, Neon's antics would catch up with him a few times. For example, a boxing press conference between Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. Neon would get the mic in this press conference, and when he did, he began talking crazy to Nate Diaz, smugly implying that he would get knocked out and asking Nate if he would retire after he did. After the press conference was over, Neon would get chased down by Nate Diaz's goons, but nothing would come after that. However, in a different stream, Neon would get robbed on camera by rapper and professional scammer Punchmade Dev. As if that wasn't sad enough, Neon paid 16-year-old rapper Didi Osama $50,000 in order to clear up the beef after Neon did a disrespectful dance called the Naughty Bop on a live stream. In short, Neon isn't a great person and doesn't deserve to have a platform. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content and have a great day.